Hello everyone, this is Norton and welcome to the Zero Cut channel. So, have you ever thought about how how bad of a human you were because you couldn't stick to a plan that you defined for yourself? Let's take a very known example, very generic one. When you have some plans to start a new diet, however, you constantly fail to achieve that. You cannot stick to the diet that you plan, you don't follow your own plans. I'm here today to give you some advice that is valid for everything. I will use this diet example because it's a very known one, but it's a single advice that I have, just a single thing that I really believe that if you have that in mind, it will not guarantee that you will be able to achieve what you want, but it will at least put you a little bit closer to be able to follow your plan and to accomplish your goals. So here's the thing: we humans, we are lazy. We need to understand that. We are designed to be lazy. Things that consume a lot of energy and so on, they will always be hard. And most of the times when we are setting new goals, they will require some energy, some additional effort from us. Things that we are not used to do, right? It's usually like that, like a new diet, eating different food, stopping to eat unhealthy food, right? So, what is the thing? We need to accept that we are very lazy creatures and we need to eliminate everything that is a friction. And sometimes it's not very obvious what is, a friction there. I will give you an example. If I'm trying to follow a new diet and I don't have a big fridge to store healthy food, maybe it can become a huge challenge because preparing healthy food usually takes time, and if it takes time you cannot do during the week, and then you needed to prepare that during the weekend, and then you need to have a fridge to store those things, right? So you see, it's something that is not too obvious. Like, when someone would think as the first reason that someone is failing with a new diet because the fridge is not big enough. It's not something super connected that you think in the very first moment when you start to reflect about the situation, right? Another thing, let's consider that your routine, like the way that you are dividing your tasks, like for example, you don't have a specific time of the day that is reserved for your lunch, and then people are constantly scheduling meetings with you. You will end up like ordering something, eating something quickly in front of the computer, so it will mainly be snacks and things like that, will not be real food because you don't want to do that in front of the computer. You don't have time to go to prepare your meal, right? So maybe just by buying a bigger fridge and adjusting your calendar, it can help you to start a new diet and stick to the plan. So you see, it's not always obvious what are the things that are preventing us to move forward, And I could think about millions of other examples that are not super connected but could make sense. And my advice for you is to really sit down and start to take some notes. What are the things that are preventing me, or not preventing? What are the things that are making it harder for me to start that? Think about everything. Don't think just like, oh no, I love candies. Yeah, okay, everyone candies, but many people can stick to a diet. So how they do that? Is it something just, like from our mind that is blocking us? Maybe sometimes it can be the case, but I'm pretty sure that if you make it very, very easy to follow, it will not be that hard. Another thing, um, everyone prefers to eat tasty food rather than bad food, right? So if you are starting to eat healthy food, maybe something that you could do is start the first week buying from the best restaurant that you can afford. If you were buying outside, if you don't know how to prepare, maybe first take a course and like learn how to do super good healthy food that will make the process easier. All these small details combined, they make a total difference in the end of the journey, because you are eliminating all the friction, all the things that are not like satisfying for you, and you get closer to the goal that you've set. So another thing that I always think about is that we shouldn't be planning to do things like in a like from 0 to 1 in a single day, changing absolutely everything. I think it needs to be gradual, because our body, our mind, the way that we behave to changes, it's usually like a tough process. So I think that maybe the best way to do any changes in your life would be to do it like, there is a speech from some coaches that I hate those kind of things, but I think it makes a lot of sense. That is 1% better every day. I think it's very beneficial to think like that, because it means that you will get better in a gradual way, not because it's bad to get better in a very fast pace, but because you can control better everything, how your body reacts and so on, when it's not a drastic change. So maybe the best idea is not to eliminate all the snacks in the very first day. Maybe you eliminate one meal that you were having that was a bad meal, and then you eat something healthy. In the next day you eliminate one more, you eat one less, let's say like that. Or if you were drinking 3 cups of Pepsi per day, maybe first reduce in 1 week, you reduce to 2, the other one you reduce to 1, and maybe you don't even need to eliminate all of them, just try to consume the one with 0 sugar, right? So I think everything that is connected to a gradual improvement and to something that would reduce friction, it can really help you to start a new habit, and it will become easier, because when you see people successfully achieving those goals that they set for them, being very like following a discipline, it's not because they are stronger than you. Many times it's just because they plan better, or they have the right support, let's say like that. So think about that and drop in the comments what is your opinion about that. Does it make sense? Do you have any other thing that is game changer for you to start something new that you were struggling, or that people that is known in the world that it's not very very easy? Tell me there, and see you in the next one. Bye.